Welcome to the Disagreeable Nerd Podcast, a podcast where nerds from various ages and backgrounds get together to discuss movies, TV, books, and anything else that pops into their small, simple minds. Now sit back, relax, and let their ignorance wash over you.
And welcome to another episode of Disagreeable Nerd. This is Gabby, along with my host,
Shardizzle.
Hey, what's going on? We're trying something a little bit different this time.
So, if you don't get a podcast this Thursday, it's Gabby's fault because he's trying the whole editing thing on his phone.
I'm recording it on the phone.
On his phone instead of the computer, you know. So, just in case you don't get a podcast Thursday, that's why. Because something screwed up.
So, if they don't, though, they won't hear any of that, what you just said.
Well...
But if they do, then you'll know.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, I bought a little device. Actually, Jerry may have bought it, but it's for us to eventually be able to do, like, YouTube videos. You hook it up to the microphones, because we have these microphones. They require an XLR plug-in.
You can even hook it up to your camera if you're going to record off.
Yeah, so I hook it up to this. It's a Ceramonic Smart Rig Plus. You can hook it up, your microphone cords into this thing, and then it's got a little cord that can go into your phone or camera. It's
kind of cool, actually.
It's for podcasting on the go or video.
Portable podcasting.
Portable podcasting, which is pretty nice, pretty neat. Otherwise, I would carry my big computer and my big mixer everywhere.
Can I say something that's super random, not nerd friendly, really, but just something that I just can't stand.
Did I do it?
No, just universally. Why do people? Well, no. Let me just rephrase that. When people say, for example, they post something and they say, blah blah blah, the love of my life. Why does that make me think that's so dramatic?
Where did that come from?
I don't know. I was literally thinking about it when I was in the restroom.
Who are you thinking of?
I wasn't thinking of it. Literally,
you must have seen somebody.
It was super generic. I literally was thinking.
Was it somebody's phone? Somebody's
no,
microphone?
Seriously. All the dramatic things people say, and I'm like, when people say the love of my life, this is the way I imagine it. Them saying it, the love of my life, like that voice exactly. Anyways, I just thought that's so dramatic to me.
It is. And most people, if they're posting it, it is dramatic anyway.
And it's kind of funny. I laugh every time I see it. Anyways, that's my random thought of the day.
It's like #blessed.
#blessed. I got a Pop-Tart.
So if they got a Pop-Tart and I don't have a Pop-Tart, am I not blessed?
No, you're not, Gabby.
And how come they never post it on just ordinary stuff? It's always like this. If it's regarding money or a big fancy vacation.
Something like that.
Or friends, #blessed.
#blessed. Or
are you not
Grammy.
blessed? Are you not blessed if you just wake up in the morning? I'm alive.
I want to ask, what do you mean by that?
They don't know. That's just something they put on there. What other hashtags do we hate?
#wifey hubby.
I noticed that these things are relationship oriented.
I am a hater at all those things, and I admit that, and I'm okay with it.
What about just hashtags, period?
Okay, wait.
Oh, okay.
Okay, wait. I like the hashtag sometimes.
Well, they're useful. Like when I post something, I put #podcast, it's related to whatever.
Related, yeah.
Because that's how people find stuff,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. That's why I said, wait a minute,
Oh, that's why you said that. Not because you put #love to read.
Well, I'm just trying to start a blog on hair, and I put
hair,
#hair, #curly, #kinky.
Now, #kinky, that could be something completely different. Don't put that on there.
No, kinky.
Don't put that on there.
Kinky hair.
I know. No. Please do not put that on anything.
Okay, in the natural hair community, that is a thing. Anyone who's listening to this who has natural hair knows what I'm talking about.
You might get somebody with curly hair or somebody in bondage. You don't know.
I don't think so, guys. This is timing is, I don't know, different. Anyways, hashtags.
So what have you been up to? Generic question of the day.
Super generic.
Well, the reason, okay, I'll tell you what I've been up to. I asked you a question.
He asked me a question. Pay attention to that. No. Pay attention to that. God, he asked me a question. Sorry. Yet he answers the question.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. My mistake.
I was just going to say, I haven't been up to anything.
Okay, that's why I started talking.
I've been reading a lot. That's all I was going to say.
Oh, really? What have you been reading?
Well, I have a little friend that recommended this book.
A little friend?
A little friend.
Are they small?
Literally little friend.
Under 4 foot?
Yes. She recommended this book by Kiera Cass, some little YA book. I'm trying to bond with this person, so I'm reading in the book.
What else? I remember Kiera Cass read some,
just like a selection. Like, it's like this.
The selection.
It's called The Selection, yes. Like this world where, it's the Americas.
In the world.
The Americas has passed. I mean, so now this is world.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's weird.
The Americas
like
from the past?
North America is no longer North America. It's more this place called Alea. And there's New Asia. And, it's different. And they have a
so it's like
kingdom government instead of a president. It's a king, queen.
Oh.
It's one of those kind of books. YA, basic.
Typical YA,
which I already know what's going to happen, even though I'm on like almost...
So what's the point of it? What's the point of the book? Why, what are they, what in this book, what do they force people to do?
Let me tell you.
Because all these dystopian novels are always forcing people to compete in the Hunger Games or join a certain, what was the Divergent stuff?
I mean, listen, all these books have one thing in common. I'll say that twice. I said that, sorry. I had to really emphasize that they're trying to make a better world. And they want everyone to be happy and peace. That's the number one thing in common.
Oh, that doesn't sound so bad.
So that's what the book is about, mostly. At the same time,
who's trying to make everybody happy? The government?
The kingdom.
Or the rebellion?
Crown. Both, basically, yeah. So it's like, like that, but it's not like...
But there's usually people that is oppressed. Who's oppressed in the selection? If the kingdom is trying to make them happy.
Okay, so the reason why it's called The Selection, you are not going to be interested in this book at all.
Why is that?
It's kind of like a girl.
Don't you define me?
First point of view. You say you don't like girls.
Don't you put me in a box?
I mean, you said it.
What did I say?
I don't know. Like it's a girl point of view, right?
Oh, I like Hunger Games.
Well, okay, I don't know. Basically this family, they're the crown. I'm gonna say the crown because that's, okay. And they want the daughter to marry someone to distract the people from all the bad things. So they do a selection of 35 dudes that she has to pick from and fall in love, and then hope for the best, basically.
Wow.
It's like that.
So it's The Bachelor. Sounds like you're describing The Bachelor.
A post-apocalyptic bachelor. Yeah, basically.
Interesting.
But at the same time...
you know what? You're right. I'm out. I'm checked out.
I knew it. But,
not interested.
But I read these books in school, and this is like a new one that Kiera Cass wrote. But I'm mostly reading this book for the person that gave it to me. Aww. She got excited about it. And I said, go ahead, you can check that book out. And I was like, I don't read it. So that's why.
Well, I've been reading, I tried listening to Frankenstein on Audible.
Okay. Last time we had a podcast, Audible, amazing. Love it. I recommend it to anyone who likes Audible.
Okay. So I've been listening to Audible, and I was going to listen to Frankenstein.
How's that going for you?
I stopped and I returned it.
Why?
Dan Stevens was the reader. Remember Downton Abbey?
Yes.
Remember Mary's husband?
Yes.
The one that dies?
Matthew.
Matthew, yes.
I only know him Matthew he's in Legion too.
Matthew Crawley, yes.
Yeah, he's good. I like his voice. I like his voice.
But the way he was reading Frankenstein, he had Okay, question. Do you know who Frankenstein is?
Of course I know who he is. He's been portrayed in so many different movies and cartoons.
Okay, but you may have a mistaken viewpoint.
Okay, wait.
No.
Let me tell you.
Please.
Let me tell you what I know of Frankenstein.
Okay.
Because I'm not like a true, I know like the history. I know he's some giant dude with weird nuggets in his neck, and he's and he's
chicken nuggets?
He's chicken nuggets in his neck, and he's green. And some scientists created him, and he was brought to life, and now he's a monster. But then there's a soft side that I've seen on Alvin and the Chipmunks. I don't know if that's, I don't know how accurate Alvin and the Chipmunks is.
Okay.
But-
I used to believe the same thing,
Okay.
but that is incorrect.
Wow.
Frankenstein is the scientist that brought him to life.
What? No way.
Frankenstein his name is Victor Frankenstein. It's
What?
called Frankenstein's monster.
Okay.
But most people nowadays associate the monster with being Frankenstein.
Why?
I don't know how that came about because I haven't finished the book and I don't know if he gets a name, but he's just the monster. But through time, everyone associates Frankenstein with being the monster. And that may be even now how it's modern portrayal.
I think modernly, if you type in
modernly?
I
Is
don't know.
modernly
I don't
a
know if
word?
I don't think that's a word, but if you type Frankenstein in Google, it's going to type up the monster.
might bring up the monster.
It's not going to bring up
But
the
in the
scientist.
original book, Frankenstein is the scientist.
What? That is awesome. I did not know that.
I
I'm
didn't
serious. That's like mind blowing. Like, what the heck?
I think I figured that out maybe a few years ago, but
So what's
yeah.
the monster's name?
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he has one. If
They
he
just
has,
call him Frankenstein because
okay. Well, now I'm about
Frankenstein's owner. That's him
creator.
or creator. Yeah.
Okay, so this is my deal. I've been listening to it on Audible, but he is nearly in tears the whole time because he's narrating it from the viewpoint of Frankenstein, Dr. Frankenstein.
In tears, like.
He's like, oh, I've created this atrocity, and now he's terrorizing the people.
So
and
you
it
don't like that?
Tears my soul apart. The terrible. I mean, that's how he reads the whole time. I'm like, oh my god, is this guy fixing to cry throughout the whole book?
Well, he's a mad
So
evil
I had
scientist.
to stop. I had to stop,
Oh
and
my
instead,
gosh.
I've been reading the book myself.
Is that better?
It's much better.
Well,
So, so I prefer reading it myself.
you know why? You know what kind of book?
But I do like Audible a lot.
Yes.
And most books I enjoy because I drive a lot, so I use Audible. But this particular narration wasn't working for me.
What year was that book printed or
Good question.
published?
You would have to look at that. I think it's like 1918.
So it's an older novel.
Yeah, Mary Shelley.
Okay, so
She wrote it when she's like 21 years old or something.
Wow.
20, 21, 22, something like that.
and it's become an universally known.
Oh, yeah, it's a classic.
Complete.
So that's why I was reading.
Book.
I don't like classics because they're hard for me to read.
Okay,
'Cause
so
the English is.
can I say something?
But this one is a little
about
bit
that?
easier. Go ahead.
I thought I would not like classic books either because the English is difficult for my simple mind. But
You said it, not me.
I said it. I did say it. And you know what? That's okay because I am okay with being honest with that.
You accept your simpleness. Is that what you're saying?
but I like literature. I like different, like for example, Kier Cast Selection. Those are basic books. Like they don't have,
So basic.
they're not like,
Hashtag basic.
they're not expansive literature. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. Anyways, point. Classic novels to me are better with Audible. I
Yeah.
like them being read to me instead of me reading them myself.
Well,
Like, it's
yeah.
like I can comprehend everything better. I don't know. It's weird.
No, probably because I tried reading Wuthering Heights, and it is they use big words,
Big old words.
big words.
Got a
that
dictionary right beside me.
that nobody uses anymore.
Yes. Jane Eyre. I'm halfway through Jane Eyre and I've been listening through Thandie Newton. By the way, I love her a lot. She's awesome. The way she does all the different voices, it's like it's 10 different people. And I always think that's kind of amazing. So
Yeah, I like they do usually do good.
yeah. So I like Audible a lot. And I'm so glad you told me about Audible and I discovered it. Well, I didn't discover it. You told me about it, but it's awesome. I love it.
It's pretty good, pretty good. But sometimes It don't work out.
You gotta
with the
watch.
narrator.
You might have to sample out some people because some people can be like Gabby said, cry, teary, weird.
I mean, that may be the tone of the book, but I just can't listen to it.
Yeah,
It was rough.
maybe that's what they told him. That's how you have to read it.
Read this like you're about to cry. Well, I mean, he's like in pain and remorse and misery the whole time.
Isn't the scientist in Frankenstein like super evil? Like
No,
like I was thinking he was
not so far.
well from my portrayal or
Point of view.
point of view from just watching stuff. I thought the scientist was evil.
No, not that. I'm 50 pages in. He just created him.
Mm-hmm.
Something terrible has happened, and no, he's like wrecked with remorse.
So the question is, why did he create Frankenstein? Why?
Because he was like just into this old sciences,
Okay.
and it was so okay. So mind you, again, this book was written it was written in 1918
By a
and I think
20-year-old
she
girl?
was. I think she was about 20. So imagine you writing a book about reanimating a person made up of dead body parts.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what she did. She just made it up.
Basically.
Bam. So
That's awesome.
in the book, it's like he starts studying these old books, and it's very quick. And he's like, so after about 2 years, I created this monster, and like he immediately felt regret. Like, oh, it made me sick. It was weird.
From creating this monster?
He created him and immediately regretted it.
So did the
It
monster...
like immediately creeped him out.
That's weird.
It was.
So is the monster evil?
Well, I mean, it's not spoiler alert. It's a 100-year-old book.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
Spoiler alert, though, if you haven't read it. I have not read it.
I have not read it either. So, to be honest, I don't know.
Okay.
This little boy has just been killed. And
By Frankenstein?
Dr. Frankenstein thinks his monster must have done it. But they blame
So
it
he
on this.
escaped.
But they blame it on this woman. And that's as far as I've gotten.
Oh, okay.
So whether or not the monster actually did it, I don't know.
Next podcast, Gabby will know. Let us know the ending of the book.
Of a 100-year-old book.
It's okay, Gabby. I'll let you know the ending of Jane Eyre.
Okay. Have you watched anything lately? Any movies?
Let me think. I recently watched a movie, I think, with you. Wait, was it
Mortal Engines?
Mortal Engines?
Oh, God.
Okay, so it's a YA novel book into a movie, correct?
Yes.
It wasn't bad. It was kind of one of those movies that...
Disagree.
Okay, wait. It was like I knew what was gonna happen I knew what was gonna happen every second. Like, oh, that's gonna happen, that's gonna happen, that's gonna happen. It was kind of those books. It's a YA type of movie. Book to a movie. You know what's gonna happen. It's just kind of a fun movie.
Question. Do you remember any of the characters' names?
No. No, I don't. I don't know. None of that was important. It's just none of that was important for that kind of movie.
It was a CGI slog of a movie.
But you know what, though? It was a YA, which is weird because we don't remember any characters. I guess the book wasn't that big because, like, Hunger Games was huge.
Oh, yeah.
Huge. And we know all the names. Well, I do.
Well, this movie did bomb. So, most
Okay.
people have our opinion. It was a terrible movie.
I mean, I like to try to be like, benefit of the doubt type person.
Right.
So I'm just saying, like, I like the idea that they were on, like,
Cities on Wheels.
ships. Yeah, like on wheels. Cities on wheels. That idea was cool to me. I like that.
I found it utterly ridiculous.
That's point. That is insane. Insanely ridiculous. But I like it.
So stupid.
I like this idea.
Oh my God. And the scale, how, it doesn't make sense. Why would you literally put a London on a wheels and they were, oh my God.
The plot was so dumb.
That was the stupidest movie I've seen in quite some time.
What was up with the man robot dude? Like, I didn't, quite
What
frankly.
did they call him?
Oh,
We don't even remember.
I don't know. I quite frankly did not really get why he had. I mean, I understand like what his role was, but
Like he was,
maybe I didn't understand his role.
He was somebody
weird.
they had reanimated. They made him into a cyborg or something.
Yeah, and then
he was
like
mostly robot, more than human.
But then he was kind of human.
Well, I mean, yeah, he kind of like
it was weird.
it was it was so crazy. I can't even explain it to you. Go read a Wikipedia or something. Because
I don't know any of the actors.
The only actor I know is the one that plays. Oh my goodness,
The main dude,
Agent Smith.
Oh wait.
And
what's his name?
Red Devil. What's his name in Captain America?
Oh yeah, him. Don't remember his name.
I mean, we could look it up.
But Garby told me I should not. I couldn't.
Well, if you
I
could
can't
do it
look up
quickly.
things because he's like, you get so distracted.
Have you got it there yet?
Hold on, I'm almost there. Keep
you're
talking.
so slow.
Keep talking. I'm almost there. 2018 films, Mortal Engines.
Mortal Engines. Okay.
Okay.
Who's in it?
So Shrike, Stephen Lang.
Shrike. That was the robot dude.
Stephen Lang is his name. He was in
Avatar. He's the bad guy in Avatar.
Yes, that's right. He's in Avatar.
And also Terra Nova.
Why did you say Avengers just then?
Huh?
Did you say Avengers?
Yes. The main bad guy, Valentina or Valentine.
All right, wait. He's in Avengers? Stephen Lang?
No. Continue looking at your cast list. This is why I wanted to look it up.
You notice you got your phone on recording, so you can't do that.
Well, I probably could, but I'm afraid to mess with it.
Okay, so, what's his name? The guy?
Just go through the cast, please.
Okay, there's a lot of dudes.
Read off the cast.
Okay, Ronan, Raftery, Patrick,
This has been a mistake.
Colin, Sam, and Reagan, Jean.
Stop. Can I have your phone, please? Thank you. Oh my god. Okay.
I honestly don't. I'm not good
starting
with names.
from the main dude, Tom Natsworthy in the movie.
Okay, wait.
His name is Robert Sheehan. He's also in Umbrella Academy and a show called Misfits.
Wait.
Hester Shaw, the main girl.
I thought you were trying to figure out who was in Avengers. Who was that?
Hugo Weaving, right there.
Okay.
Thaddeus Valentine.
That's what I was wondering. Okay.
Hugo Weaving. He's also Agent Smith, and he's also. Well, let me click on his name, and it will tell me who he's been because I can't stinking remember.
Agent Smith and
He was in V for Vendetta, Lord of the Rings, Captain America.
So who was he in Captain? He was the red dude? No, he wasn't the red dude.
Yes.
He was the red dude. What's the red dude's name?
I'm looking. Red Skull.
Red Skull. Bro, Red Skull, not Red Dude. Well, he's Red Dude, whatever.
It should have been simple. But anyway, yes. I
kind of liked him as a bad guy in Mortal Engines.
Vincent D'Onofrio's daughter is in it. She was Thaddeus Valentine's daughter. And then, I mean, there's some
The girl that
people
played
I recognize.
the main girl in Mortal Engines, redhead, never seen her in my life, ever.
I think she's it says she's an Icelandic actress.
Oh, weird. So, like,
Famous for her role as Vanessa in the television series Da Vinci's Demons and as Eric in the Icelandic film Life in a Fishbowl. So we don't really know her because she's...
yeah, she was
Doesn't
very,
make a whole lot of
very,
stuff here.
very new looking. I've never seen her.
But the main dude, Robert Sheehan,
He was Umbrella Academy.
He's in the Umbrella Academy. He's in Misfits.
Which we started.
I think
we started.
Yeah, he's Irish. So he's got he's got a pretty thick accent. But it was good. I like him.
Was good. I mean, he was.
But the movie was atrocious. Just a CGI mess. Special effects. A story that was ridiculous.
Kind of like the story.
And I fell asleep.
Kind of neat.
I fell asleep
No
before it
way.
ended.
Oh, wait. Yes, he did.
Yes.
He fell asleep. I finished the whole thing.
I think they were making their
Mostly because
last run, their last battle against the big city, and
That chick-
I don't even know how it ended.
That Asian chick, man, she was a baddie.
Anna.
Anna.
Yeah,
I kind of liked her.
I kind of liked her too.
I don't know. Something about her. I don't know. Like, I'm glad she was in the movie.
But anyway, Mortal Engines.
Mortal
Okay,
Engines.
If you want special effects, sure, it's good. Good acting. Super cliche
basic.
characters. They didn't have anything to act to. They they reacted to their situations.
Yeah.
And that's just dumb. Story was ridiculous. And that's pretty much it. There was no character development of any sort. It was just a stupid, stupid movie.
Well.
And for all the effects that were in it, it was boring. I was bored. I give it a 2 out of 10.
I don't give it that low, actually. I don't. I will give it a 5.
So you thought it was you thought it was an average movie. You didn't think it was worse than average?
I mean, no, not really. And like you're very hardcore and you are very critical of movies, and that's fine. And that's
you have
that's
good movies.
No, that's
you have movies that they're not bad, they're not good. Then you have movies that are bad. This is a bad movie.
But that's your opinion.
No,
like that. No, it's your opinion. That's everyone. That the world on the internet.
Opinion is fact.
The world on the
Rotten
internet.
Tomatoes agrees with me.
Rotten Tomatoes has an opinion. That's their opinion. They are not God. God of movies. Everyone has an opinion, and I think this movie wasn't like it to me. Okay, this movie versus Alita.
Stop pointing at me. Alita, hands down.
Okay, just because I like movies like Alita. Actually, they're both the same. They're the same.
They're both pretty terrible.
They're the same. Not like.
But out of 2 terrible movies, I will take Alita.
And also just because I like the actors in Alita. So that's why I say it. But you know what? I don't even know why I'm being so defensive in Mortal Engine. I mean, it was not my favorite movie ever.
I just don't like that you gave it an average rating. That means it was average. That means you don't think it was not bad.
That's fine. That's my opinion.
That makes me angry.
That's fine. That's okay. Angry. I like making you angry.
It invalidates you.
So what?
As a movie.
False. 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 That is a false, Gabi. Just because the whole entire world thinks this movie is bad doesn't mean I agree. Just saying.
I also think
there's a lot of indie films and other movies that people put crap to. Like, these are crap movies. And there's like this small little community that like understands basically that these are good movies. So yes, I'm not gonna be like that. I think it was a 5. That's my final thoughts on Mortal Engines. What else have you watched, Gabi?
Hold on.
You know what? Actually, you know what? No. I'm going to answer the question for you.
Hold on. I'm looking at something.
I know. Wait. Can I say something real quick about a movie
Okay. Mortal Engines on Rotten Tomatoes, 27%. Audience score, 53%. Even they thought it was terrible.
So?
I'm just saying. It's a bad movie.
I mean, that's their opinion. I think everyone has an opinion. And that's fine.
Everyone does have an opinion.
And you know what? Opinions are okay.
And oftentimes they're incorrect.
No, false. No.
Okay, moving on from Mortal Engines.
Gabi, what else have you watched?
I rented Mary Poppins Returns.
Emily Blunt, I love you to death. I do. I can't take you seriously in Mary Poppins. I like you in A Quiet Place a lot. I don't know about Mary Poppins,
Edge of Tomorrow.
In Edge of Tomorrow.
I tried watching it with you and Gina, and like y'all had checked out, and then I think y'all fell asleep. And
I did not fall asleep. I just was getting bored.
So then we stopped watching it, and I didn't get to finish it. So I really don't know.
I don't know why you didn't finish it.
I got to the bathtub scene where they like slide down the bathtub and they're like in this water world singing and dancing in bubbles.
It's just, that's the kind of movie that I had to be in a certain mood for. And I was not in the mood for that movie.
I could tell.
And it's not like Mary Poppins isn't a movie to me. Like you watched it when you were a kid. I literally watched the original, like maybe like 2 months ago. Yeah. So I'm not like an OG at watching Mary Poppins. I can't appreciate Mary Poppins like you do. I don't. So.
I don't have the rewatching the old one with you. Some of the nostalgia it was not as good as I remember.
Yeah, I know. It was not.
So I was like, oh, yeah, it's really not that. I mean, it's just, it's more nostalgia. It's like, I remember loving this movie. They were singing the dance with these cartoon characters.
I fell asleep.
Yeah.
It was so boring.
And there wasn't much character development. They just didn't make movies back then like they do now.
Like, the difference between back then and now, I'm like, shooketh.
Well, they just didn't have the technology.
Insane.
But I wonder why acting is different. Why is acting different now? Back then they like overacted.
Better directors, people who look back at older movies and realize, you know what? I don't like that. We're going to change that.
But I would like to know, even the cowboys and stuff. Like John Wayne was the same thing. Howdy, a pilgrim.
Well, you got to realize
it's like
they were basic back then.
What's changed? I'd like to know the first movie where they're like, okay, forget this Hollywood style of acting. Forget you're in a movie and act real.
What year?
I would like to know what movie that was.
What year are you talking?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Because Jurassic Park, for example, 96.
No, like 93.
Did you think the acting was good in that movie?
In Jurassic Park?
Yes.
I don't remember it. I mean,
I thought it was.
Fine.
I can watch that movie again and think the acting's great. Awesome.
Okay, but I see what you're saying.
I'm just saying.
I guess I'm talking about more like the 60s.
Okay, that's what I was trying to figure out. What years are you talking?
Right.
So 60s.
Like the Cary Grant days, like when they put on these phony accents, like there was no accent that sounded like Cary Grant.
Seriously, I understand West Side Story. I watched that.
What are you doing there, kid? Yeah, see? What you doing now? Nobody talks like that.
I think whenever they got to the 80s, they thought, what the heck are we doing?
I think in the 70s, it kind of started changing. But I would like to know if there was a particular movie where they're like, okay, forget this weird way of acting.
There was some director
in
there that said, what the crap are we doing, y'all?
Let's not do what we've been doing.
Because I watched a lot of old movies, black and white movies, and it's like, what the heck? What are y'all doing? Like Psycho? Is that a movie called Psycho? No. What's the movie with Norman Bates?
Psycho.
Psycho? Like, everyone's like, this is supposed to be a scary movie, right?
Yeah, never seen it. I've never seen it.
I've seen it, and it's not scary at all. But back in the day, I guess it was scary. I don't know.
Talking about crazy. Okay, my mom remembers this old movie called The Blob. And I think Steve McQueen was in it. Sade, literally, it's a big pile of Jell-O, and everybody's running from it like they're scared. And people, they get sucked up into this pile of Jell-O, and it was like a terrifying movie. Slow. It was just a big pile of ooze.
But it moves slow, but somebody's running super fast, but then it gets them.
Yes. It was insane.
That's what cracks me up. I'm like, how did that happen?
They redid it in the 80s.
And?
I don't remember it, but I will have to show you that movie. It is so absolutely insane.
Is it black and white?
A big pile of gelatin is killing people.
Oh my God. Some of them are actually entertaining just because how insanely ridiculous it is.
I know.
Did you see where they were making a show with Alfred Pennyworth?
Yes.
What the heck?
I don't know. I don't care.
That is super weird. Like, nobody cares.
Nobody cares about the
I
butler.
like him, whatever. He's Batman's dude.
Nobody cares about the show that's on TV right now. It's like following, oh my goodness, the detective. What's his name?
I feel like I know what you're talking about, but I can't remember what the name is.
Gordon. Commissioner Gordon.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, nobody cares about y'all.
I mean,
y'all are, no.
We want Batman.
We want the main super dudes.
We don't care about the peripheral characters.
Yeah. Y'all don't matter.
But they just wanted to make money, so yeah. I guess you can't blame them.
I thought that was weird that they were doing that. Anyway, prequel for him. There was another show that I was thinking of, Krypton that we never finished.
No, we watched one episode. It was pretty cheesy.
I decided that I'm going to start it again.
You want to try it? I'll watch it.
You know why? Because it has a season 2.
Yeah, I'll check it out with you.
It must.
If you want to give it a shot.
Yes.
I think it's on the DC channel now.
Yeah.
You know, there's a DC
yes,
channel.
I saw that. I think we need to get through the pilot and make it to 4. Episode 4.
Okay.
I don't know. Sometimes you got to get past. past
yeah. I mean,
episodes like stuff.
Yeah, it just had that CW
It was kind of
feel,
cheesy.
and like Arrow, I liked in the beginning. It kind of wore out on me. The Flash, I still love. It's
love The Flash.
cheesy, but it's fun and lighthearted.
And you like the actors that play
I like
the characters.
the actors,
and,
yeah.
And then it's fun.
Arrow was just, it was just so dark, and they tried so hard to be so dark, and it just was exhausting.
I didn't even watch Arrow. I've said this before. And
Supergirl was a little too much the other way. It was just.
Supergirl was way too cheesy for me.
It was way cheesy.
I was so over Supergirl.
But anyway. All right. Well, I'm going to make that the podcast for today.
Wait.
Because this may sound terrible. I don't know. It's on my phone. So
He's losing space.
I'm just looking.
I was
going
to say there's more news that I had that was real quick that I wanted to bring out. Just real quick. Just question. Have you ever seen or have you ever read Lord of the Flies?
We were supposed to read it in school. I remember bits and pieces.
So you didn't really read it?
No.
I love that book, but they're making.
I remember Piggy.
Yeah, Piggy. They're making a TV show, kind of like
The 100.
like a modern TV show. No, actually,
Oh.
it's kind of funny because it's called The Society.
Oh, okay.
Check it out. I don't know. You've probably never heard of it. I was looking at the trailer and it says it's kind of like a Lord of the Flies feel
Okay.
because all the kids are on.
I could get behind that.
Like where the crap are the parents and they can do whatever they want. It's fun and then everything goes bad and they're,
Is that explained? Like, was there a plane crash? Why were those
yes,
kids on an island?
there was a plane crash.
Oh,
Yes. I can't remember exactly why they were on the plane. It's been since 8th grade since I watched that movie. I mean,
Maybe they were
read the
flying
book,
too.
not the movie, book. And I watched the movie, the old movie.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
But there's
check it out.
there's an interesting little trailer there you might want to check
I
out.
hope it's interesting.
I don't know. To me, it was.
If it's not interesting, I won't be interested.
It's called The Society.
The Society. Duly noted. Thank you, Sade. And that's the news.
That's the news of Disagreeable Nerd. Sorry. That was.
That need to be video.
That probably.
I will take that out.
You know what? Do that.
I will take that out.
Wait, was that weird?
That was weird.
Was it not? Cool. Why do you have to take things out? That's part of the podcast. Come on.
Because your face when you were doing it was weird.
Was it offensive?
No, it's just weird.
Why?
Okay. Thanks for listening, everybody. We didn't have much to discuss, but we just want to put something out
We had
there.
a lot to discuss. News.
We just kind of caught up. But I want to check out this phone recording. I hope it's not atrocious.
Like I said, if you don't hear from us, not that you will hear this if it doesn't work out, you will know.
Yeah, you said
Because
that.
a podcast won't be out this Thursday. So yeah.
You're saying that for no reason.
No, I'm not because they won't hear a podcast.
Thanks for listening, everybody. I'm Gabi. Quit rolling your eyes and say your name.
I'm sure it is. Bye.
Bye.